All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're up here at Jimmy Britt right here in Statesboro, Georgia, and we got some interesting information from a survey that was done. The survey was done from extremeterrain.com, but I think it carries over to a lot of the stuff that we see happening more and more with people today, and I bet you guys, a lot of you guys feel the same way based on my audience and the reaction that we get here. We're standing in front of a used Rebel right here. Now, this is only a year old. This is 2025 Rebel right here, so basically only a year old, but what it talks about is the fact that people are choosing more to repair their old than buy new, and it's talking about 79%. Says 79% would rather repair their old vehicle than buy a new one in this survey they did. Now, extremeterrain.com, they surveyed, it was a small survey pool, 1,000 people, and they're an off-road aftermarket company. So you take everything with a grain of salt, but it's just when you put it all into perspective, the things that we're gonna see in here, it does really kind of put it into perspective how a lot of people feel. Says only 13% of these people surveyed plan to buy a new vehicle in the next 12 months. Only 13%. Doesn't matter if the pool is 1,000 or 10,000, is still, if you take the same ratio, but it's only 13% of people in the next 12 months plan on buying a new car. That's kind of low. That's kind of a shocking number. It's kind of a hit to manufacturers. Got to be worried about that sort of thing when you see it. Says 82% of Jeep owners would rather maintain their current vehicle rather than buy a new one and have a payment. That says a lot, especially when we consider the sales status of like the Gladiator, for example, and how they're kind of struggling. But with Jeep owners especially, remember, this is a world of aftermarket for Jeep, and people know how to work on them. They're easy to work on. They're like Legos for adults. They're simple and all that kind of stuff to do. So even, it doesn't matter what maintenance thing or task or repair has to be done on a Jeep or on a Gladiator, Wrangler, there's a video out there that shows you how to do it, and 1 million people have it, and it's easy to do with normal hand tools. So like I said, it's very impressive on that factor, but 82% would rather maintain their Jeep they have than go buy a new one and deal with a new payment. Says on here that out of that, 79% would rather put $2,000 into repair on a vehicle than they would actually buy a new vehicle because of the fear of those repairs. Also found that pretty interesting. That's almost 80%. That's a huge number that are willing to start putting that kind of money, a couple grand, to start into that, into maintaining those vehicles. I find it interesting. Q1 2026, $773 was the average monthly payment for any vehicle today. So it comes out to $9,276 a year, almost 10 grand a year. And the average, in part of the survey, the average APR was 6.9% for the first quarter of 2026. 84-month loans are up to 23%. 84-month and higher, they're up to 23%. That's almost a quarter of every loan on a new car today is basically 84 months. That is disgusting in every possible way you can think. So when they take that number in there, it says that this survey, if the active, quote unquote, as they call it, active upgraders, the people that are willing to do or get maintenance done and keep driving what they have, rather than going and buying new, by keeping what you got, even putting a couple grand of repairs into it a year, they're saving on average $6,595 per year to stick with their paid for vehicle and just maintain it. Very interesting numbers. You got to remember, it puts it into real perspective. There's no denying that there's some good money savings in there. Risk, yes, but some money savings as well too. And then it says changes have happened in the mod section too, with the way they're doing it. So it used to be where mods, let's actually pop off this tripod real quick here. We can take a look at a couple of them. But when we would think of mods, we think of things, you know, that are going to enhance a truck, that are going to do something for it. When you think of people putting mods on, ranch hands, putting on a mod like that kind of thing that we see right there. We start talking about doing lift kits and things like that when we start looking at here. First truck is a 2500. Second truck is a 1500 on 37s. Okay, when you think of mods, you start thinking about stuff like this, where they're done this way. Or it might even be something as just simple as bigger tires like that and some running boards that are put on. But look at this. This is what you think of as a modded vehicle. Today, according to this survey, the mods have changed in the fact that they're not doing enhancement mods, they're doing maintenance mods is what they're talking about on here. Okay, there's less upgrades, and you're going to see the chart in here, but less of it is being upgraded to something fancier or cooler or appearance or performance. More of it now is geared towards modification for reliability, replacing parts, keeping them on the road, keeping them running. So pretty interesting to see it, that that's the way it's going. So like I said, 79% would rather spend $2K in repair than have a new payment. We got a couple other stats on here. Let me put you back on here real fast. Just like this. There we go. And it says on here too that 44% are keeping their truck longer than anticipated due to the fact that they feel that it is financially irresponsible to have a new truck payment. So they're keeping their current one longer. They do not like it. What are the reasons for it here? We'll cover that in a second, but they say that it is irresponsible, financially irresponsible to get rid of what they have that's working, that they can maintain, versus buying something new that has to be a new payment. 71%, when you break down this chart, you're looking at this chart, 71% combined are on these three reasons. This is the three big reasons that the people of this survey refuse to buy new and are going to maintain their old ones. It says monthly payment. They want to avoid it. They don't want a monthly payment anymore. I can understand that. And especially now when you start thinking about the prices on here, like somebody just asked me today, what do you think I'll get for my Tradesman Power Wagon when I go to trade it in? I don't know. I have no idea. So I went and looked it up. I looked at what the used ones are going for based on what I paid. I'm like, I could lose probably 18, 19, 20 grand maybe even when I go to trade in. But remember, I'm also a very high mile driver. If I trade it in 2 years, it's got 80,000 miles on it. That's the same as somebody who kept it for 6 or 7 years amount of mileage at least. So you have to keep that in consideration. My mileage is jammed. It's already got 80,000 miles on it, but I'm like, I could lose 20,000 miles or $20,000 on that. Even though it's over 2 years, it's 80,000 miles. Okay, keep that in mind. But still, it's a pretty big hit. Well, God, I wonder if maybe the Power Wagon's better. No, Power Wagon, same exact thing. Power Wagon Tradesman, Power Wagon doesn't make any difference. Doesn't matter if it's a Tremor, doesn't matter what it is. It's kind of the same thing out there. So the prices today are pretty ugly in that realm, and people realize it. So it's not just do they think it's financially irresponsible to have the new payment. It's financially irresponsible to get rid of a truck that's worth, say, 30 grand when the dealership's only going to give you 23 for it. That's their problem. They're like, the whole thing sucks right now. The whole timing and everything is miserable and it can't get worse, so we're just going to ride it out, as 44% did, ride it out longer, and we'll buy another one when the timing is better. Maybe this crap show will turn itself around a little bit. We'll see what happens. That's their attitude. But 71% of them said we avoid it because of the monthly payment. We do not like the monthly payment that's out there. They say the prices are also too high. The prices of vehicles are too high. The monthly payment is too high. And they say that the interest rate is too high. Of the list of reasons they won't buy, those three, payment, prices, and the interest rate, all three of those combined are 71% of the reason that people will not buy today. Pretty crazy. 34% of mods in the past year were done for maintenance. We talked about that a little bit, how they're moving to maintenance, but of all the mods that are out there, 34% were just trying to maintain and keep a vehicle on the road. Pretty interesting stats from this little survey, and even though it's only a 1,000-person survey, I think this carries over to a lot of you guys as well too. So I'm curious what your thoughts are. Let me know. Thanks for watching.